Do not have United Rentals 300 tickets will need to sit in seats not occupied by United Rentals 300 ticket holders. Again, the race is going to be starting about an hour after we conclude the Daytona 500 here tonight. If you have a ticket to both races, you may sit in the seats you have for each race. Just keep that in mind. All the details are on NASCAR TV. Less than half a lap away from getting the green flag and starting the final stage here in the 500. To the outside, they're still Dave and halfway down the back straightaway.
Teammates on the inside for 2311 Racing. Bubba Wallace leading to the right. Teammates on the outside. Team Martinez, Austin Secret, and Ryan Wayne leading to the right behind him as the majority of the drafting assistants shifts to the top.
They're side by side for the lead as well. 42-year-old Daytona Air Force Thunderbird formation, off two and out onto the back straightaway.
Here they come now. A.J. Allmendinger to the bottom of the racetrack. He is in sole possession of the lead. Martin Truex Jr. was behind him. He'll change lanes. He'll go all the way to the outside. Truex to the lead for a moment. They're looking three wide behind him. She got stopped. Continues to use the lane down low. He doesn't change lanes. He doesn't abandon his drafting hill. Leading the middle lane, Corey LaJoie. Truex leads the lane outside. It's Holland Racing. 1, 2 down. Looking to turn number 3.
Super Speedway also, and right now he's showing it along the contending for the lead.
Corey's got a knack of being in the hunt when it gets late at these super speedways. He's one spot away right now. Update on the outside lane. It is faded back into a 3-wide battle for 6. That outside line continues to be led by Martin Truex Jr. Battle change. Christopher Bell's also there. And so is Corey LaJoie.
How about this? He is up 20. A.J. Allmendinger out front here at Daytona. How about this top 10? Daniel Hemrick, David Reagan, Noah Gregson, Denny Hamlin up to 5th. Corey LaJoie is 6th. Christopher Bell, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex, Alex Bowman, 145 down, 55 laps remaining.
Three-time Daytona 500 champion stuck in the middle. The driver who is leading this big pack of traffic is A.J. Allmendinger on the outside of the racetrack. Up top, though, you've got Corey LaJoie, who's being aided.
Outstanding the action that we're seeing here in the 66th running of the Daytona 500. 3 wide through the field, 2 by 2 for the race lead. A.J. Allmendinger on the bottom, trying to hold on as they head back to turn number 3. Leaders are side by side.
To go. Have you been able to figure out how your car is going to handle the draft? I hope so, because at this point, you've got what you've got. You really don't have that many more opportunities to adjust on your car, and you have to find your dancing partner. Right now, at the front of the pack, it still is A.J. Allmendinger. He's got his car.
Those two drivers, David Reagan, then you've got Noah Gregson on the bottom side of the racetrack, and a new driver for him. All 2 a backup car, but the outside lane, high speed. This time, here comes Corey LaJoie on the outside lane. He's got
Cuts in with the 7. Jake Corey LaJoie in that Chili's Chevrolet across the nose to take the middle line from now to the front.
Corey LaJoie has changed lanes, as Jim mentioned, and moved down to pick up Denny Hamlin. Now LaJoie shoots out to the lead. He now looks in his rearview mirror. He tries to decide if he wants to block A.J. Allmendinger or Denny Hamlin as they exit.
remaining strong on the outside of that quality racing Chevy of A.J. Allmendinger, still pinned to the bottom in the Celsius Chevrolet.
And one car I am watching who's third in the middle of the racetrack right now, and that middle line is that purple number 48. That is Alex this race so far.
Busch wants this to settle in. He's worked so hard to get in contention. We mentioned he was 7th, and now he's up to the lead here through the middle. If he can get his chance to get ahead of the 7th car, I think it might be a tie for the Chevrolet.
Strong in this pack.
Right in the middle of all that nest in the top 10 is that yellow Ford of Joey Logano, early race dominator now, trying to pick up through the middle lane now. He's going to try to get 7th spot down the center. We'll see what Joey Logano does. He may indeed be the first car to try to dip down to the inside to bring that lane forward. Logano racing behind it.
He's going to be aggressive to win the Daytona 500. Right there, he pushes Corey LaJoie past Kyle Busch. What will Denny Hamlin do? He now in the 2nd spot, but Busch with speed on the inside lane. That freight train is rolling, and he rallies back to the bottom.
If you've been a season ticket holder here at Daytona, you know how Denny Hamlin has had the strongest car at times, but not a teammate late in the race. Tonight, right now.
is also there on the inside. So it's 3 Chevrolets dueling with the Toyota of Hamlin for the race lead as they exit turn 2.
Denny Hamlin, a 3-time champion of the Daytona 500. Many consider him some of the best in the business when it comes to super speedway style racing. And he's proving why right now as he leads down the back straight with Kyle Busch. He's still
to go alongside Jim Trino and Joe Cross. My name is Tim Center Racing. A great hot and heavy battle for the race lead among 2 drivers that are one of the veterans. 2 of the veterans in the Cup Series right now. Kyle Busch, car number 8. Denny Hamlin, Indy 11. Denny Hamlin is a 3-time champion of the Daytona 500. Kyle Busch, he's never won the 500. He's been
He's got teammates behind him, but the entire field bearing down on him in turn 2.
Closing in on the final 100 miles in the Daytona 500. Speed, finding the way. Denny Hamlin was way back in 31st. early on. Made his way forward, put strategy, great work by his team, has got him forward. It's go time for Joe Gibbs Racing and Denny Hamlin. Corey Joyce again having a strong run at Daytona. He really got him started.
Just logging laps towards the back of the pack. That is the reigning Cup Series champion, Ryan Blaney. That 12 Ford is right now currently being scored back in the 29th position. He does not want any part of what's going on at the front of the pack right now. He is continuing to ride back there. He's picked up a fellow Ford driver and stayed far away from this ongoing battle for the race lead between those two distinct lines. Denny Hamlin leads the outside, Kyle Busch downstairs.
Defending Daytona champion Ricky Stenhouse Jr. told us earlier today that Riley J's sweet. The cooler the temperatures, the more the horsepower is, the more gas is consumed. The biggest penalty to pay is the car leading and punching a hole in the draft for the fuel consumption. Worst mileage you think would be Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin, but they know exactly what they're doing. They've been here so many times before. Denny's won 4 of the last Daytona 500. 88 laps back in 2008, 86 laps now.
He's on the outside line in that Continental number 47 car. Again, in the 19th position is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He won the 500 last year, but he is just quietly minding his own business in the outside lane right now, about 10 car lengths behind the race leader, Denny Hamlin, off turn 2.
Then there's Kyle Larson, who runs to the inside of row number 3, looking at the blue and white car number 5. He will tell you, my statistics at the super speedway races, my statistics at Daytona.
So ago. Larson to the outside now, the HenryCars.com blue and white Ford Chevrolet number 5.
This whole pack now shifts to the outside as they bypass the slower car of Riley Herbst, that black 15, who had a top 10 run in last year's Daytona 500. He lost the draft a little while ago, and because he has no one to draft with, this entire outfit is going much faster than he is right now.
Logano now has the battle on the inside. He's now the car that Kyle Busch will lead through. We've seen Joe Logano in the past have a form, have a plan, and go 3 wide on a given occasion. We are less than 100 miles to the finish of the Great American Race. Joey Logano in contention after leading early on has made his way back through the field. Logano on the inside, the second car in line behind that blue and green and white of Kyle Busch again to the inside.
Chevrolet. That is Anthony Alfredo. If you were with us on Wednesday night during qualifying for the Daytona 500, he was one of the 6 open cars that was trying to qualify on speed and get into the Daytona 500. He locked in his starting position. He has quietly been just having a very solid race so far, and right now with 40 laps to go, he again is 5th in line on the inside lane, in position to possibly give that entire team Motorsports a huge victory.
seat. Second position, left car, outside lane. Would be a dream come true for him to be able to win after working and running for so many of the small teams in NASCAR. He continues to contend at the front of the field.
At Daytona, Denny Hamlin up front. The front three will get away single file with only four at moment. Denny Hamlin, Corey LaJoie, and Kyle Busch there. They're going to try to bring Christopher Bell along for the ride. As promised before, the break is on.
or so to cut. What's interesting about this, when we're at the end of stage 1 and at the end of stage 2, we knew what lap that is. We believe the Daytona 500 is going to end on lap 200, but if you remember last year, we had a lot of overtime, so crew chiefs need to factor in on that. So I think we're looking at 10 laps.
He's given him every bit of information he needs. It's Denny's choice to go with what he wants to go with, and so far it's paid off. He can go to the back, come back to the front, whatever he needs to, as long as he's got a little help. Denny Hamlin is very happy with that race car the way it's going back and forth on the field. So the teams, if it's going to run
his teammates did. So he's a little bit shorter on fuel than them. On top of that, he was running as high as about third, burning a little bit more fuel than the rest of the teammates as well. Now he has dropped back a little bit since then, but the predicament he's in is who's he really competing with his teammates.
Driving the third Roush Fenway Keselowski Ford Mustang is up to second in front of the boss, Brad. Hamlin, Denny Hamlin, riding in fourth, and Chase Briscoe. How about Corey LaJoie? What a job. He always performs when he comes here. He's performed at Daytona. Entry has a grand total, Alex, and you know this, of one employee, one full-time employee on the number 62 car driven by
tonight at the end of the Big Green Vacation duel here, they were excited. They knew they were in the Daytona 500. Heck, Wednesday night they knew they were in because of the speed that they put down. As position where he can drive right back up to the front right now. I don't know if his car is not feeling good too, that's the reason he went back, but he did prove he's got a good car and can run up front.
5 go, nose to tail. Logano, Reagan, Keselowski, Briscoe, and Hamlin.
As they get stacked up behind the pack that's starting to pull away, Denny Hamlin has Kyle Busch Spirits lined up at the bottom of the racetrack, led by Joey Logano. You got David Reagan right there. Great charge there for Hamlin. Shown strength literally from the drop of the green flag this afternoon and evening. He continues to show the way. Hamlin no better than third in the high lane. They are inching forward in that high lane. They are up to position number 3, and Hamlin's getting more and more drafting out by the lap. Hamlin and Ryan Preece side by side position. Continues to lead this pack of traffic right now. He's on the bottom of the racetrack. He goes up to block though Denny Hamlin on the outside lane, and Logano now will try to work both lanes of traffic and keep them at bay. We've got 30 laps to go here in the Daytona 500. Logano is a former champion of the Daytona 500, but he's got Denny Hamlin who's got the momentum right now. He goes the lead in 3. That was 3 shove from Kyle Busch. Hamlin didn't have the horsepower, and Logano was able to power right back past him as the field now continues to work their way out of turn number 2. They're bypassing the slower machine of Michael McDowell for the next lap to put him down, but it is Joey Logano still the race leader. He comes down and picks up David Reagan in car number 60 as they go to 3. David Reagan like really see on NASCAR TV, third in line on the inside. That's silver and black, number 41. That's Ryan Preece. Remember, he was involved in a crash back on lap number 5 involving drivers like Harrison Burton and Carson Hocevar. He's had a very nice recovery. Right now, he is inside the top 5. Because he also has speed penalty. Usually that's the Joey Logano. In fact, you've got a bunch of Fords that are all stacked up. They've all found each other. You've got Logano, David Reagan, Ryan Preece in that 41 machine. Behind Preece in third place on the inside of the racetrack is Chase Briscoe.
continues to make that statement. Run the middle, run the top, run the bottom, wherever he feels like in that horsepower. And the Ford Mustang under the hood from Roush Yates Racing. That car can go just about anywhere right now at the point.
This pack is 30 cars strong as they finish their run down the Daytona Super Stretch in April. Series champion, and he leads the field with 25 laps to go.
But just like Steve Post said, they got to be thinking about green, white checker at the end of the race, things like that. But I'm guessing somewhere between 177 and 180 right now.
Last year, the rookie still was junior on the Daytona 500 because of all the overtime attempts.
Dylan Welch, easier said than done. Off of turn number 4, 190 miles an hour, trying to slow down, get out of the way, and get shut down by 55 miles an hour.
Tires on Riley's machine, also in Daniel Hemrick. It is just fuel for Hemrick. They were waiting.